I'm Dr. Edwin DeJesus. I'm the medical director for the Orlando Immunology Center. I grew up in Puerto Rico, where I obtained my medical degree. And from there, I moved to Philadelphia, where I continue my medical training in internal medicine and infectious diseases. When I completed that 5 years later in 1995, I just have about enough of the cold weather and I decided to move south. I was planning to go all the way down to perhaps Miami. I heard that there was some interesting opportunities there. So in my way down, I made one stop. I stopped in a small city with the name of Altamont Springs. There was a small ID private practice that was looking for a new associate. And I decided to interview with them, not really because I was interested in that position, because I thought that perhaps gaining the experience will help me to get the position that I was aiming in Miami. So I went to the interview and met the two senior partners of that small practice. And later, I knew I was really very impressed with the way that they were running that practice, with the way that they practiced medicine. The conversation was really easy, and I was quite impressed about that. So I decided to stay a day longer and look at the surroundings. And it was quite different than the city that I just left, Philadelphia, but in a good way. Something told me that I just found home. To make a long story short, I ended up not going to Miami, not interviewing in Miami. I stayed in Altamont Springs. I accepted their position, and you fast forward 30 years later, here I am, very happy that I made that decision. My work in OIC has evolved over time. I did consultations, direct patient care, especially patients with HIV, hepatitis, and similar conditions, supervision of major clinical studies in the capacity of principal investigator, and the overall administration of the institution. But at some point, I needed to cut back and concentrate in the administration of the organization that was doing very good for our community. So I did cut the direct patient care, which is the part that I really, really miss. I miss the interaction that I used to have with my patients. These are patients that I got to learn that they came to me for help, that they came to me because they trust me. In the process of me helping them, they helped me by helping me become a better doctor, by learning their stories, by learning their experiences. That helped me to become a better doctor and help other people in a better way. It was a reciprocal relationship, and I miss that. I also miss the patients that participated in clinical trials back then, especially at the very beginning. Because if you think about it, at the very beginning, those patients were participating in those trials without knowing if those drugs were going to work or not. There was a lot of risks that they took that they pay off. And those patients are what I call the unknown heroes of the HIV epidemic. These people will never have their name published, will never get any recognition, yet they are the heroes of the untold story in which HIV went from a fatal disease that killed everybody to another lifestyle where people with HIV can actually live a normal life. So those are the true heroes of this story. Do I have any regrets? I probably regret a little bit the way that I transitioned between my position as working directly with patients and the administration of the facility, where I didn't have the opportunity to properly say goodbye to many of my patients. These are patients that I have relationship for many years, some of them 1 decade or 2 decades. And I feel like I didn't have the opportunity to say a puppy goodbye to many of them. I don't know if this video we are recording now will ever be seen by any of those patients, but if you're one of them, I want to tell you that I remember each of you very, very well, and that I appreciate the opportunity to take care of you. The experience that I gained by taking care of you and many of you help a lot, not only to me to help other patients, but to me to teach other physicians to continue to provide the same care. So thank you.